Okay. Good morning, afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in this world. I hope you're well. This is my other live teaching, but there's something I'm going to be saying, and I don't think you'll be very pleased, because at the end of the day, I'm going to be having a go at you. Yes, you. You who are listening now to this live. Those that are in the flock of returned Christ. As you notice, there's a Sunday post again, even though we do not recognize Sunday as being the Sabbath, but we put it up because it's the beginning of the week. And I've said to you umpteen times that you need to start paying tribute to your King, who is the King of the earth. Not very many do it. So that says a lot about you, doesn't it? That you do not love and you do not care. That you are selfish individuals. I mentioned in my teaching prior that this is a virtual court established by the Messiah and his saints to watch you and to judge you and to assess you. Think about that. Now, the thing is, across the land and other lands, there are churches today that have been open, that have done their mass or their services, and they go around with a plate amongst the congregation, amongst the flock, and people put in what they can. Maybe a little, maybe a lot, but they give what they can. The Sunday plate that we put up is not to say, that it's just like a normal Sunday, that you're just doing a little bit here to help the clergy and you support your church. The Sunday plate that we put up every week, and I've said we shouldn't even have to ask you, is so that you can pay tribute to your king. When a king is on the throne, particularly in the ancient times, it was customary that when you were in the presence of the king or his subjects that were working for him, that you would pay tribute. See, what you seem to not get in your thick noodles is the Lord is about to be crowned. The Lord is about to be crowned, and you cannot be bothered to pay tribute. I've said to you before, why on earth should we let you into the kingdom? I want to see your answers. Why should we let you into the kingdom? I'm waiting, and I keep waiting. Because at the end of the day, you sit there in the congregation and you expect to be in the kingdom when you cannot be doing anything to gain that worthiness, to show your honor. And it takes us, excuse me, I'm causing myself to cough. But it takes us a proverbial kick in your backsides to show you where you're going wrong. I think you are full of dishonor, and you know what? I would say to the Lord, because I'm in direct communication with him as well as other clergy, and I would say to him right now, those in the congregation do not deserve to go through. Why should you deserve to go through? You've done nothing to help. Have you? I can count on both hands the most people that would tithe regularly without being asked. Out of nearly 8,000 people. But you sit there in the congregation, knowing full well the Messiah is here. What have you done? Have you told your friends? Have you told your family? Have you told your community? Have you done everything you possibly can to spread to spread the word? I will say something now. And the reason why I'm coughing is I have a heart problem. I've had it for a while now. But I continue on. I continue on because I love my Lord. And I love our Father in heaven. And I do everything I possibly can. Paul, you say deluded. It is not deluded. You are insulting. You're in the congregation of the returned Christ. And I'll tell you now, people like you are going to end up in the outer darkness. On your own head be it, Paul. At the end of the day, you do not understand. And it takes us, who are the saints, to tell you and to kick you in the ass and to get you to do what you need to do. The prophets have done this umpteen times and you never listened. Laugh as much as you like, Paul. Because you're going to be removed soon once you get off the live. And count yourself lucky that you've actually been in here to learn a bit. Because you're not going to get a second chance, chum. I love you all. And it's because I love you all that I'm having to do this. The Lord said to me, as clergy, you are shepherds of the flocks. You are taking care of my flocks. And sometimes when a sheep is going off on the wrong path, you have to do something. Sometimes you have to give that dog out there to bite that sheep on the backside to get it to come back into the herd. So it's protected, so it's loved, so it's guided. That's what the prophets do. You may not like what they say, but tough. Because they're doing it because they love you. Pure and simple. If they didn't love you, we wouldn't do it. Calling me a dog? No, really. Can you remove him, please? Thanks very much. Get rid of the crud. Because at the end of the day, we only want those that are worthy within this congregation that are going to go forward into the new kingdom. Okay? Simple as. By Paul, you had your chance. You could have been a lot better. You could have learnt the truth. You could have done everything you possibly can to learn and go forward. It's people like yourselves that are not worthy for the new kingdom. Because you're thinking of yourself, you're thinking of trying to cause a disruption in the Lord's flock, And we've had to deal with your kind umpteen times. You're two a penny. Okay? Simple as. And I can't wait for when you're standing in front of me and the Lord and our other saints and you're absolutely crapping your pants. Because that's what's going to happen. Simple as. You might not like what I've told you all today, but it needed to be said. Sometimes you need that shake to say, what have I been doing in order to spread the word? What have I been doing in order to help the clergy? Am I worthy enough to go through into the new kingdom? Am I selfless? Do I think of others first before myself? You've got to sit and look in yourself in the mirror and say, what are my faults? How can I improve? How can I make it? How can I be worthy of being in that new kingdom? Ask yourself honestly. So, I want you to think hard about this. Okay? Just think hard. I really don't want to lose my temper with you. The rest of the clergy do not want to lose their temper with you. But this is it. This is the end. The end. And what you do now in your actions and your words and your being will stand and make you a better soul. Now, as I was telling you about the churches, they're so false because they will give you the false teachings. They have stone and wood carvings of the saints and of our Lord. They've constantly got him up on a cross, for goodness sake. Yeah? And it specifically says, you shall not worship a graven image. Yet, how many of you go into that church and you're in front of this statue of an image of like John or Mary or James or Peter, and you're sitting on your knees and you're praying to that statue, thinking it will help you? The saints have already been reincarnated. The only person you should ever be praying to is the Father. You do not need a graven image to do that. If I had my way, I'd smash the whole bloody lot down. The saints never asked for this. All they ever asked for is for you to pray to God in the name of his Son. Think about that. They never asked for this. And yet, you let that carry on. Those statues should be smashed to smithereens. Do you think God will be happy you going into a church that has these statues in it and you're kneeling down and lighting candles and praying to them? No, he would not. So, think wisely and do the right thing. And I want to see an improvement in you because we're literally at the very last edge before we go into the new kingdom. Look around you, see the events. You've got Israel being surrounded by its enemies. They're going to invade. They're going to attack. Babylon, who is the USA, is going to fall. And you've already seen the codes that have been submitted for you to see, which is the new bodies, the ascension. We know the King's going to be crowned in heaven by the holy prophet Michael Hart, who was Elijah. So your chance is just about up. And you need to change sharpish. And if I didn't love you, I wouldn't say it. Okay? So I say love God, love each other. Amen. May God bless you and change